Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. UFC 319 has phenomenal main event, but it also has a hidden gem of a fight that is going to put together Jared Cannonier versus Michael Venom Page. Very interesting fight indeed. This is the fight that we're talking about today. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Michael Venom Page will re-enter the octagon for the third time in his UFC career, if I'm not mistaken. He lost a bout against Ian Machida Gary. He beat Shada. And if I'm not mistaken, this would make his third fight in his UFC career. Michael Venom Page, introduction to the UFC, I think it came somewhat late, right? But it's never too late. Not that late, really. 36 to 37 years of age, Michael Venom Page, in his last fight against Teixeira, a guy that was a puzzle of his own. He was a riddle to solve that, if I'm not mistaken, Teixeira was undefeated before Michael Venom Page. Michael Venom Page went in there and he basically made the guy freeze the entirety of the fight. Ian Machida Gary obviously had a different approach to the fight between the two, Venom Page and Ian. Ian opted for the takedowns, and ultimately that was successful in earning him a decision win. Now, the ex-Bellator man goes in there against a Jared Cannonier. Jared Cannonier is a even though he's 40 plus, if I'm not mistaken at this point, he's still one of the hardest hitting fighters in the UFC, but the styles are so different. One person likes to kind of stand in the pocket and trade, Jared Cannonier, that is, while the other guy likes to pick you apart from distance while manipulating his space. So it's going to be a very different fight, a very different style in terms of the two fighters, and it's going to be very interesting who ends up being on top. The speed and agility of Michael Venom Page, still at the age of 37, or Jared Cannonier's power, which, even though he's 40-something years old at this point, they say the power never goes away. What style wins the bout? That's the ultimate question. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments, like, subscribe for more.